Ever thought about how much sugar you consume daily? It's a simple question, with a not-so-simple answer. You see, sugar doesn't just come in packets or heaping spoonfuls. It's lurking in places you might not expect, like your favorite morning cereal, the soda you sip on your lunch break, even the salad dressing you drizzle on your greens. On average, we consume about 17 teaspoons of added sugar each day. That's nearly triple the recommended limit of 6 teaspoons for women, and exceeds the 9 teaspoons suggested for men. And that's not even counting the sugars naturally present in foods like fruit and milk. But here's the kicker. Those 17 teaspoons? They're not just coming from the obvious suspects like cookies and candy. No, they're hidden in foods you might consider healthy: yogurt, granola bars, even fruit juices. Sugar is everywhere. The question is, what is it doing to your health? Sugar isn't just sweet, it's also a silent health wrecker. Now, let's delve into the sugar-health connection. Excessive sugar intake is a significant factor in several health issues, including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. It's like a domino effect. One piece tumbles and the rest follow suit. Take obesity, for instance. Sugar-laden foods and drinks often contain a high number of calories with little to no nutritional value. Consuming these empty calories can lead to weight gain, setting the stage for obesity. The issue doesn't stop there. Obesity is a gateway to numerous health complications, including heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Speaking of diabetes, let's talk about how sugar affects your blood sugar levels. When you consume sugar, your blood sugar rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone that helps your cells absorb the sugar and convert it into energy. Sounds good, right? Not so fast. When your diet is consistently high in sugar, your body's demand for insulin escalates. Over time, your cells may become resistant to insulin's effects, a condition known as insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is a critical player in the development of type 2 diabetes. When your cells resist insulin, your pancreas has to work overtime to produce more of it. Eventually, it may not be able to keep up with the demand, leading to persistently high blood sugar levels. That's when you're looking at a diabetes diagnosis. Now let's touch on heart disease. You might wonder how sugar is linked to your heart's health. Well, high sugar consumption can lead to weight gain, inflammation, and increased blood pressure, all of which strain your heart. Over time, this can increase your risk of heart disease. Excess sugar can set your health on a downward spiral, but that's not all. Stay tuned as we uncover more about the hidden threats lurking in your diet. Scene script. Processed foods. They're convenient, but at what cost? When we think of the term processed foods, images of ready meals, chips, and sugary cereals might spring to mind. But these aren't the only culprits. Many seemingly healthy foods are also processed, and they're doing more harm than you might realize. Now let's talk about inflammation. You see, inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection. It's like your body's personal firefighter, ready to extinguish any health threats. But what happens when this firefighter starts wreaking havoc instead of preventing it? Well, that's precisely what processed foods do. They trigger an inflammatory response, which, when prolonged, can lead to chronic inflammation. This isn't just a minor issue. Chronic inflammation has been linked to serious conditions like heart disease, stroke, and even cancer. But that's not all. Processed foods can also have a profound impact on our mental health. Studies have found a strong correlation between a diet high in processed foods and increased risk of depression and anxiety. The mind-gut connection is real, folks, and what we eat significantly influences it. Let's delve a little deeper and talk about additives, shall we? When food manufacturers process foods, they often add substances to improve taste, texture, or shelf life. These additives may include artificial colors, sweeteners, preservatives, and flavor enhancers. While they might make your food taste better or last longer, they can also lead to a host of health problems. Some additives have been linked to allergies, asthma, heart disease, and even certain types of cancer. So next time you reach for that convenient, ready-to-eat meal, remember this. Processed foods might save you a few minutes now, but they could cost you years down the line. Processed foods may be easy, but they're far from healthy. Sugar has many disguises. Can you spot them? Now that's a question that might raise a few eyebrows. It's no secret that sugar is a predominant ingredient in a vast array of foods we consume daily. But what may surprise you is how often sugar lurks in our meals and snacks under a variety of tricky pseudonyms. Let's start with the basics. Sugar isn't always listed as just sugar on food labels. It often goes by numerous other names. Yes, you heard that right. These aliases can range from anything as seemingly innocent as fruit juice concentrate to more complex terms like maltodextrin or dextrose. So, how do we spot these hidden sugars? Well, the key is to become a savvy label reader. When you're next at the grocery store, take a moment to flip that box of cereal or can of soup around and scan the ingredient list. If you see words ending in "ose," such as fructose, sucrose, or glucose, that's sugar. But wait, there's more. Sugar also hides under names like high fructose corn syrup, cane juice, molasses, and syrup. Remember, these are all different forms of sugar, and they can all have a profound impact on your health if consumed excessively. Now here's a little tip. Ingredients are listed on food labels in order of their quantity in the product. So if sugar or any of its aliases are listed within the first few ingredients, that's a red flag. That product is likely high in added sugars. In the end, it's all about being mindful and informed about what we're putting into our bodies. It's about learning to navigate the grocery store with a discerning eye, and making choices that align with a balanced and healthful diet. Knowing how to identify sugar is the first step towards healthier eating. So let's continue this journey towards better health together, one sugar-free step at a time. Ready to cut down on sugar and processed foods? Here's how. The first step is awareness. Become a label detective. Check the nutritional facts on the food products you buy. You'd be surprised how much sugar is hidden in everyday items. Yes, even in that savory pasta sauce or that health-labeled cereal. Next, reacquaint yourself with the kitchen. Preparing your meals at home gives you control over the ingredients you include. This way, you can ensure you're getting whole, nutrient-dense foods instead of sugar-laden processed ones. Now let's talk about alternatives. Instead of reaching for that can of soda, why not try a refreshing glass of sparkling water with a squeeze of fresh lemon or lime? And when the sweet tooth strikes, opt for a piece of fruit or a handful of nuts. These are not just healthier options, but they also provide essential nutrients your body needs. Remember, balance is key. It's not about completely eliminating all sugars and processed foods from your diet. It's about making conscious choices, moderating your intake, and prioritizing nutrient-rich whole foods. And don't forget about physical activity. Regular exercise can help regulate your blood sugar levels and boost your overall health. Combine this with a balanced diet, and you're on your way to a healthier you. But what about those times when you're eating out or attending social events? It can be challenging, but it's certainly doable. Choose dishes that are grilled, baked, or steamed over those that are fried or covered in sauces. And maybe swap that dessert for a cup of herbal tea or coffee. Remember, any change, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. So start small, swap out one sugary item each day, then gradually work your way up, and be patient with yourself. It's not a race, it's a journey. Making these changes won't just improve your health today, it'll boost your wellness for years to come. What's in it for you when you ditch sugar and processed foods? Let's dive into that. Imagine a life where you're in control, not your cravings. A life where your energy levels are steady, not a roller coaster of sugar highs and crashes. A life where your body functions at its prime, fueled by nutrient-rich, whole foods. This isn't just a dream, folks. By adopting a balanced, mindful approach to nutrition, you're setting yourself up for a myriad of long-term health benefits. You're reducing your risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. You're promoting healthier metabolism and stable blood sugar levels. You're even setting yourself up for better mental health by reducing inflammation in your body. So let's make a pact to make lasting dietary changes for our health. It won't always be easy, but oh, the rewards are sweet. Remember, every healthy choice you make is a step towards a healthier you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to spread awareness about the impact of nutrition on our health.